Don't mind the stain on my shirt. I'm going to trust the process as the best as I can. The best that I can. Like internally, I just feel like I'm scared. I don't know what's gonna come next. At the same time, I'm just like, I still trust and have faith in my intuition and where I'm being guided to. And I've taken many leaps of faith before. I just got to download that failing is really an illusion because I'm plugged into source. You never fail, you just learn. You know what I mean? And I was overthinking, like, oh my gosh, like, should I start this business? Start pouring into this? And I'm just like, I don't know what to pour into right now. That's how overstimulated I am. I'm just like, I shouldn't do anything. I'm in the in between, moving out of the in between phase because I had to download this morning. I was like in the in between space, and there was this one door that was closed, and then another door opened. So I saw that this morning in my spirit. I'm like, yes, yes, I'm taking that as a good sign. And I saw 3333 twice today, on two different occasions. It's just I want to go home and regulate my nervous system and lay down. I'm dropping out of school because I realized it's not for me. And I was overthinking, like, oh my gosh, if I don't go to school in the fall, what is my family gonna say about me living with my mom? Like, yeah, drop out of school, but at least don't be living with mom. You know, like I'm hearing all those different voices from my sister and just all that internalized pressure. But I'm like, if it's internalized, I can uninternalize it because I trust my intuition. You know, I trust the process. You know, I trust where I'm going. Right now, it's like the jitters, the anxiety, just the overwhelm that I'm feeling, it's being transmuted. So it's coming up, and I have to make the conscious choice to choose, you know what? I still choose love. I still choose wealth. Rude! I still choose prosperity. I I have so many goals and ideas. I keep writing them down, but I'm like, okay, I'm ready to execute. But like, I still feel that like, don't do nothing yet. You know, you're still in your in between. You're still releasing your like how I perceive right now. It's a muscle. You know, it's the alchemy. If you're an alchemist, a master alchemist, you understand that muscle where you go through stuff like this and you extract the wisdom from it by changing the situation or changing the state of the emotion head on. That's what I'm doing right now. So I'm feeling the trauma, like this is a trauma response that I'm feeling from taking a deep leap of faith, and then it's a trauma response like, oh my gosh, what is my family going to say and think, and the pressure and like the criticism, the judgment. And I'm just like, at the end of the day, I accept me. Like it's teaching me to accept and to trust my path, even when it's not a lot of external support. And I'm not saying external support won't be there. It's just I am being called to a different life. And I pulled from my African goddess oracle deck, I pulled the card called Brazen, and one of the like statements they had on the card was like, yo, you're making bold choices. You're taking a path that is different from your community, from your family. A part of me is like, oh my gosh, yes, I'm so excited. The other part of me that's dying is freaking the fuck out because that life no longer works for me. Like when I thought me going back to school this semester, I thought I was gonna be, I thought I was gonna get a degree. I've been trying to get a degree for the past 5, 6 years. I recently learned astrologically, it was because Uranus was in Taurus and my Saturn is in the ninth house in Taurus. It was some stuff. But now that like Saturn, I'm not Saturn, Uranus is in Gemini, it's now easy for me to get a degree. But the gag is, this is what I'm realizing about school. It's unnecessary unless you're going to become a doctor or something. Like you actually get, like if it's not doctor or becoming a lawyer, like the core like five, it's like five main career paths of society that keep society afloat that the government loves. If it's something creative, like cause I'm doing music business, do you know that I looked at the curriculum and I typed in the name of the classes and I went to Google and I typed in books related to this and I found all these different books talking about what they're talking about, what they're going to be talking about in class. That's all college is you going in a textbook and studying it. Now, I'm all for studying. However, the pace is not, it's not right. I don't know. Kudos to anyone who can take like what 18 credit hours, 14 credit hours, and succeed. Me, girl, I'm feeling behind in classes right now, and I don't give a fuck. I'm getting to the point like I really don't care anymore. It's not about to stress me out, and that's one thing I love about myself. I won't let nothing stress me out. I don't give a fuck if it's academic. I don't give a fuck because if it causes stress and inflammation, it's really worth it. Now, when it comes to my actual business, I know businesses have stresses, but at least it's not for nothing. I see, like, okay, because that sounded bad coming up. I'll clock myself. Okay. College has me taking these extra classes that I don't need. To me, that's a waste of my time, and I don't like that. It's like, I'm not even, like, I was like, it's not even grabbing my attention. Attention is currency. You know what grabs my attention? I'll show you. Hold on. What grabs my attention is this. The First Prophetess of Mami Wata, the Sibyls, books like this, books I like to research and study on my own. I looked at my birth chart and it said, hey, you should be studying by yourself. Do self-study. And I do that because I self-studied this book last year. And it's a good book, by the way. But you get what I'm saying. Like, I have made the collective choice to drop out of school and to pursue my business and all my, that's another thing. It's a call to creativity right now. And I don't fucking like that I am being called to be creative right now. Like it's a call on God saying, do this, do that. And then it's a damn assignment, do 11:59. That shit blows the fuck out of me. And I know the divine put that on my path on purpose to show me, hey, this no longer works for you. You don't have to force anything to make it fit. We're out of that age now. Now it's magnetism, it's alignment, it's frequency, it's receiving, it's love. What I was enduring in school, it's not fucking love. And I'm tired of faking like it's, oh, I just need a degree so I can get a good job. Nigga, I'm at a job right now. I don't know how long I'm gonna be here. Because I'm in this in-between phase. Well, I'm gonna stop saying that. I'm exiting the in-between phase. I'm over here looking at business stuff. I am an entrepreneur at heart and I know it. I have a call to entrepreneurship and I'm just like, where do I even start? That's where I was thinking of right now. Content creation, social media, that's a business. I have Libra Venus second house, beauty. I want to talk to y'all about holistic beauty practices and watch me fucking do it. I just had to get the platform. But you get what I'm saying? Like, the old world, I keep seeing that. I saw like 2 videos today talking about the old world, like 3D and the 5D. The split is complete. And I see it. I feel it energetically too. Because why did I undergo like 2 major crown chakra awakenings in the span of 4 weeks? I was like, wait a minute. What's going on? That's how I felt. I was like, wait. What is going on? What is going on? And it's really like, calm down. And I'm like, all right, I'll calm down. And then I got the download, like, oh, I was going to initiation. I was like, oh, that's what that was. Oh, and that's nothing. I'm too fucking spiritually advanced for this shit. My consciousness is like, it's expanded. It's like, and then I got the download today. My intuition was like, why would you shrink yourself down when you know you don't fit there anymore? So it's like teaching me to let go of control, let go of fear, feel the fear, do it anyway. I live by that quote. And I have Aries placements and I have Mars placements. I'm Mars dominant ruled. I got a Scorpio sun in the 3rd house. I got an Aries moon in the 8th house. And I got more Aries and Scorpio placements. So I'm just a fire water sign. Okay? So you get what I'm saying? Like, I'm meant to run some shit. I'm meant to have that private wealth. You know what I mean? It's destined. I'm meant to be an entrepreneur, a goddesspreneur. And yeah, there was something else I wanted to say. I don't know what it was, but hopefully it comes back. What else happened? Yeah, I am being called to creativity. I'm paving my new path. I'm trusting it because that brazen card, it's the African Goddess Rising deck. If you guys don't know, you should look it up. It's a good deck, and it has a book that goes along with it. And I've been thinking when I see stuff like that, I always wanted to create my own tarot deck. Mind you, I haven't pulled tarot in a very long time, but I always wanted to make a tarot deck. I always wanted to make an oracle deck. I always wanted to make some spiritual oils. I'm teaching myself conjure. I told you this past couple of months been something. I've been learning about herbs and their uses and how they resonate within my body versus going on Pinterest and like looking at, and no shade to anyone that does this, no shade. I'm just saying, like, how does this herb resonate with me? I know that's someone else's interpretation of that herb, but how does it resonate with me? And what is it calling me to do? I was working with St. John's wort, because for some reason I'm like, St. John's wort gives me like masculine protection energy. I meditated with it. It gave me the downloads of, I heard the words respect, power. I'm hearing initiative, authority. It was something else. Truth, trust, devotion, power again. I heard power twice. And then I saw a man in a top hat. I know what y'all thinking. It's not that one. Not that one. It was like an ancestor who rode in a carriage. Or who was riding. No, he was like driving or maneuvering the carriage, but he had a top hat on. And he had like the suit with the long slacks that flew down to the back. No, is this St. John himself? Who am I looking at? I was like, oh my God, I conjured. Oh my God, I conjured a spirit. I'm learning. And now I'm just teaching myself like one herb at a time. Like tonight I'm gonna do rosemary. How does rosemary resonate with me? And like I conjure some oranges. Like everything has ashe. When you're tapped in and being in tune with nature, I'm like, oh my God, nature. Who would have thought? Who would have thunk? Who would have thunk it? Who would have thunk? Is somebody coming? Okay, good. Because I'm in a flow state. Anyways, like I just want to focus on my music, my modeling. I want to create visual art. Like I have so many visual, like photo shoot, like visual, like short film ideas. I'm like, I gotta execute this, and I will. That is a promise to myself. I will execute my short film ideas. I will execute my music ideas. I will execute every artistic, creative idea, because to be creative is to be in alignment with God. God as source, whatever name resonates with you. Okay? Creativity is the closest thing to God. Sex is the closest thing to God. Creativity, sex, dude, it's the sacral chakra. It's a creative center. You know me, I'm in the womb here. I'm a sacred woman, all right? I'm all big on creativity right now. And I'm tired of having these damn fucking assignments back to back. Girl, shit falling through the cracks. I ain't gonna hold you. It'll be a miracle. And I pulled that card today. The miracle card in my oracle deck. Because I'm not focused on that anymore. It's like I mentally left. I quantum leapt. Actually, that's exactly what happened. Like, it was a shift. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 p.m. And a shift took place. And sorry, I stemmed. I'm not sorry, actually. It's just who I am. Anyways, a shift took place. And it was a big quantum leap. And I know a lot of people felt it. That's why a lot of people, like a lot of spiritual, like energetically inclined people, we've been in isolation for a grip. I've been in isolation for a long, long time. And I was just praying to Spirit this morning about it. I said, damn, I miss having friends. But I also love my company. But I also understand this all had to happen for me to grow, heal, and evolve. And I was literally I made a whole, like, I think a 13, 14-minute voice memo yesterday just venting on how I overcame so many things and how I unlocked so many gifts within myself and in my lineage. I'm like, this all had to happen for a reason. It wasn't all for nothing. That suffering was not for nothing. I had to really instill that in my head because I was like, damn, this fell through the cracks. That happened. I'm like, change your perspective, Lexi. Change your fucking perspective. You just broke so many generational curses. You unlocked point zero consciousness within yourself. You reclaimed your personal power. You learned how to conjure. You learned esoteric knowledge. You got crowned. You did all these amazing things. In that time of suffering, you did it. You fucking did it. Stop being hard on yourself. Be compassionate with yourself. Now. And I just had to sit there. I'm like, damn. Let me stop focusing on the negative. Let me stop creating more things. Let me stop creating fear. At the end of the day, let me just stop creating fear. So I was like, let me create love. Let me create joy. Let me be the master alchemist that I got initiated to be. And let me shine my light on the world. Let me share the knowledge and the wisdom gained. Let me stop trying to do things in the old world way fashion. And shit don't work anymore. Capitalism is dying. These systems are going to crumble. Spirit said, you don't even need a fucking degree because you know you like to self-study. You don't like having shit back to back to back to back to back to back. Who the fuck you think I am? I like to study. I like to take things. I like to study things at a very slow pace. No, I'm not slow. Okay, I'm just trying to tell y'all it's a different way to have. Instead of having assignments due every week for each class, if I take one book at one topic at a time, thoroughly study it, make mental connections, things get a lot easier, and I actually retain information instead of just becoming a good test taker, which I've never been in my life. Let's keep it $1.50. I've never been good at taking tests. Because of how motherfuckers expect me to study. I'm like, I'm not like everybody else. I accept that, you know. I'm on the spectrum. Duh. I'm like, this shit ain't fucking working because it's not fucking natural. Like my accounting class, I'm looking at this, and from my higher perspective, I'm like, this shit is made up. Somebody really sat there, created these terms to overcomplicate and gatekeep a fucking system. And I'm like, this shit made up. Then I took my marketing class. I'm like, this shit is psychology. This shit, it's witchcraft at the end of the day. As someone who studies that shit, I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm not gonna say that shit. Sorry, goddesses and gods. It's witchcraft, okay? Psychology is witchcraft. It's mind manipulation. All witchcraft is you manipulating some form of energy. That's all you're doing. Now with these companies, they're putting things in front of you using certain colors, certain code words to get you thinking, and then they manifest, which is energy manipulation. It manifests, and they get their desired result. They get you to buy something. Money, which I'm learning, is its own. It's its own energy. It comes from source, aka God. So it's love. It's love. At least I perceive it as love. Some may perceive it as, what the fuck. But I perceive money as love because it comes from source. Source is the God, the goddess of everything that is, the point zero consciousness. Wealth materializes into this plane as money and assets. And then it gets dispersed among the classes based on human hierarchy and ego. When in reality, we're already innately wealthy because we simply exist, because we are extensions of the source, the point zero consciousness. So money already exists within ourselves. We already have everything inside of us. Everything I need is already inside of me. You ever heard that song by Jimmy Nail? Everything I need is already inside of me. I ain't gonna sing to the end of sneezing, but you get what I'm saying. Everything exists inside of us. We don't need nothing external. We are the magnets, and we can magnetize wherever we desire. Now, the trick is hacking your subconscious mind. That's where I come in. That's what I was learning last year. I was at my altar doing all this healing work at this altar. I mean, at this altar, crying, facing my darkest parts. I don't even want to call them demons because I love them so much. But I'm facing these darkest demons. I'm facing the darkest parts of myself. And guess what I'm doing? I'm loving it. I'm loving everything about me. People can say what the fuck they want to say about me. At least I love me. At least I know me. That's a gift about being a Scorpio. We can go so deep. And there it got to a point where I was like, okay, you ever reach the bottom of your subconscious mind and it starts turning white? Yeah, I went that deep. And I was like, okay, wait. Let me come back up. Like, I literally felt my intuition like, hey, girl, what the hell is you doing? Come back up, please. What are you doing? That happened. That legit happened. And I was just like, did I really just go that far? I've been doing a lot of, I did so much clearing work, it turned white. And it was like my subconscious mind, it turned white. And I've seen that before. Like if you watch Marvel movies, what's the one with WandaVision and they go into her mind, it's white. if you clear out your consciousness, I won't say clear out your consciousness, if you clear out the gunk from your mind, from your subconscious mind, then it starts to clear it, and it goes from black to white, yin and yang, you know what I mean? And like it turned, like I saw like in my subconscious mind, it was just like a greenhouse. Like it was like a wooden farm, like greenhouse, and it was just plants everywhere. Now what does that represent? It could represent new growth, plants that are life, earth. I'm still decoding that. Like that's the thing about spirituality. Like you're not gonna know everything, and trust me, you don't want to know everything. Like when I literally meditate, I said, Spirit, I'm cool. Please, no more initiations. I'm all right. Just give me like a couple years just to live a human life, please. And they're just like, sure, Lexi. Your next journey, your next path is creativity. So you get to be alive in your creative self. You get to live. You get to thrive in your goddess energy. You have nothing to fear, because your energy is clear. All right. I love y'all. I think I'm gonna end the video here. I didn't expect it to turn into a YouTube video, but clearly I got things to say. Because I was just thinking to myself, I'm like, what am I doing? I need to do something. This actually helped me overcome the overwhelming feelings I was feeling. Turns out I just need to create and express. So the whole time, if you're watching this and you feel overwhelmed, you're like scared about the future, start creating. Because creating is expression. It's expression. Yes! I hope no one heard that. I'm at work, y'all, recording this. Womp womp. But yes, I hope you got something from this video. I love you. Ta-ta now.